so. All right, let's see what we have here for more of the conversational aspect for everything that has come out here, because it was this or that. But that's not really what came out, really. It was overarching two major aspects, not verses. Interesting. Okay. So, any further messages that we have here? We have the 10 of Wands. Strong will, courage. The strength and fortitude that you have displayed throughout this journey has really just taken a lot of people by surprise, especially with how you were manifesting in a way that just wasn't typically how they expected you to move, which is partially your secret there, because they didn't know why or what or who or where. And they is just, it's more of, you know your specific situation and you know how this relates to you. They did not understand what you were doing. You were manifesting in a way that they didn't understand because they did not have your unique relationship with the divine, and you were fully owning that uniqueness. With the Three of Pentacles here, there was so much love in the co-creation within you, within the Trinity present within you. The divine, the mystical aspect to it, the love present within the predominantly receptive and predominantly assertive, the masculine, the feminine aspects within you, and then that divine aspect that is just your consciousness, yes, but it's so much deeper than that. It's so much more profound. Equal give and take with the Six of Pentacles here. Your intelligence in this was a bit surprising to not only others, but to yourself, because you are surprising yourself. You're like opening the greatest Christmas present yourself ever. And it's inspiring you to change everything that makes you feel heavy or bogged down or less than or critical, or to feel like there's not enough, or to even own that some of these things that you seek to change are just for you. They're not to be shared. They're just for you and the divine to know. This to me speaks of purpose with the Four of Cups. This speaks to moving as this leader, as this teacher, as this wisdom in purpose. If this purpose is something that evolution-wise is something you model by how you move through life, the way you treat others, the way you choose your words carefully, that you act with intention and authenticity, that models that for others, and it begins an internal dialogue within them. That has a huge impact, especially from a parenting perspective. Your children, we all want our children to have a better life than we had. We want them to have more opportunities. We want them to learn certain things. We simply want them to have a better experience. Not that we necessarily had bad childhoods or that our parents weren't loving, but there's always some aspect like, hey, it would have been nice if maybe this had been something that I had, but I understand that X, Y, and Z made it really hard for, my parents, who are human, to meet every possible unpredictable and unforeseen need. That's not really possible, but you did learn an overarching thing that you would like to do differently. If that is the mark you leave on the world, that is huge. That is huge. That is a life that can do this very same thing and bring something beautiful into the world. If it is literally a business, as we did have some entrepreneurial inventors, scientists, energy come through in the previous reading, whenever you find yourself at a point where you're not sure, or you're stuck, or you feel like it's not equal give and take, to turn within. And the way that you take a dead end in life and you turn it into a new beginning, and I know I'm saying things that we all kind of know to an extent with this, but this is a reaffirmation of it. If you choose to look at the conundrum or the strategy or the playing field or the puzzle before you from a different perspective, invert it, flip it, rotate it, spin it around, you may find yourself seeing a way that you didn't before and that others maybe can't because they're not you. They don't have your unique mind, your unique consciousness, regardless of any projected expectation from the outside onto you. You are consciousness. We all are connected in that we are aware of ourselves. I am. I think, therefore I am. The Three of Wands. This will help you to confidently, this foundation, this helps you to consciously move in the direction that you know is the right one for you, because you take that time to sit with it, to analyze it, to rotate it, to decide what to give to, what not to give to, what to transform, what not to transform, what to let die and be reborn, what doesn't work to choose what does. It's a concept of there really are no dead ends, there's just forced turns. If you find yourself at a dead end, create a path. Create a path. If we're doing a visualization, so you're stuck in the maze. Well, you have a magic wand. Use it to create a way. I'm definitely getting kind of like the Goblet of Fire, Harry Potter vibe here with the competition aspect to that maze. You have the ability to make a way, to create a path. In this, you've learned to trust yourself. And others are, wait, what is she doing? Wait, what? That word? Wait, huh? They're very intrigued at how you've done this and why. And yeah, I mean, this does say sub-health. So you may be feeling pretty tired coming into this, pretty worn out. But this is a state of change. You're going to be tired. You're going to be exhausted as you go through this process, because this doesn't just happen on a mental level. The way that you approach these dynamics and feelings and thoughts and emotions, this happens throughout all the layers of your being. And that goes into the energetic aspect of it. It goes into the DNA. It goes into the atoms. It goes into string theory. It goes into, like, it's not just in between space. It's the space in between space. All of it changes. It's going to be something that can really cause you to sleep a lot, be more hungry, be more self-indulgent, if you will. But this will pass. Every time you go through this, this will pass. But this particular one seems to be definitely highlighted here, because on the other side of this, which you may already be there, you may be coming out of the space of being in sub-health. You may have some health concerns that you now have the energy to give to address, to remedy, because you have been broken out of this egg. You have come out the phoenix. Seven of Pentacles. This to me is others' energy. They are watching this happen within you. They've, others being like those that have been supporting, helping, guiding, nurturing, making sure you had what you needed. And then if you found that it was just something that you were really struggling with, they were able to support you. I'm getting very strong ancestor energy here in Soul Tribe, current incarnated Soul Tribe, as well as those that have passed on that are helping you or are simply in another dimension, aiding you, possibly other, getting some alien kind of like starseed energies. They're helping you have what you need to move through this. This is a mission. This is an experience. What you're going through is something that is bigger than you, but you are required. You are right where you're meant to be. This was not something that overrode your free will by any means. It is in your nature to not give up. That loyalty that came out over here with the Phoenix to yourself, to your truth, drove you. It's part of who you are, the essence of yourself. It's part of being you, is to look at something in your way and decide to find a way around, under, through, whatever. That obstacle is not going to remain. It's a fierce desire to be free, to spread your wings. Wings are like everywhere in this reading. This has been observed. You were never alone. You were never alone. And it was the desire to end a cycle of being stuck within the chrysalis, not rebirthing, getting to a point and just not turning into the Phoenix. It was the desire that you have possibly been working through with these energies through many lifetimes, which is why it's the ending of the cycle, the turning of the wheel now, because something was missing. Something was missing, and that very element of them not understanding why you were moving the way you were moving, that you were manifesting this change in a way they didn't understand, and so you're underestimated. They were manifesting this change of the cycle with you. And I have the image of a card in particular in mind, and I believe it's this one. Let me find it for you guys so you can see what I mean, because pictures, man, there's a reason why they say that they speak 1,000 words. All right. This is, there we go. So you see this here. On this side, it very much leaves the image of a completely different landscape. The brush is kind of like dry, and there may be water, and the sun may be setting or coming up, not really sure, but there's a lot of thought, there's a lot of passion, there's a lot of forward movement, a lot of red and gold, meaning earth and solar plexus. Root and solar plexus. You are safe, and you are willing this, and you are driven in this forward motion. This being a white horse symbolizes more of the assertive energy yet again. Now, this can be a man or a woman in your life that you're representing, that this is synchronizing for, but they are in assertive energy. This is very muchly a masculine form. They are very muchly moving towards this green, calm, abundant future. This is the shift right down the line here. Past cycle, new cycle. Changing what once was into what is desired to be. What is. Just beautiful reading. Right. So, with that, the divine within me honors the divine within you. Namaste.